Most people know what it is to feel pain. Nearly all people will experience at least one moment of pain in their lives, usually much more. But most of us will never have to deal with chronic pain, feeling that hurt every day of our lives. For some people, pain becomes a part of life that no drug can really fix. Some will develop resistances to pain medication. Some will develop addictions, since many pain medications are narcotics. Some will just live with the pain until the day they die. Some will find alternatives. Reiki is one of those alternatives. Reiki is a way to help ease pain and in some cases help heal the body of ailments through the use of the body's own energy and the energy of the healer. The energy is moved through 7 main chakras: the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the navel, and the root. Some Reiki healers will also include the chakras at the bottom of the feet to include a whole path throughout the body to move energy. The healer will focus on chakras connected to the area of pain in the individual being healed. For example, if you suffer from chronic headaches or sinus infections, the healer will focus on the third eye chakra. By now you have figured out that Reiki is not a traditional form of medicine. Its roots are from Tibet and India almost 2,500 years ago, but the first instance of recorded Reiki healing was by Dr. Mikao Usui in Japan. He was a Christian minister in Japan, and he believed that this was also the way that Christ would heal the blind, the lame, and the afflicted, and also the way he taught his disciples to heal when they were doing their own ministries. He traveled around much of the world and taught others how to use Reiki in his travels, which has allowed Reiki to spread across the world, including into the United States. To perform Reiki, training is needed, but according to Diane Stein, the author of Essential Reiki Training Manual, you do not have to turn your knowledge into a public practice. You can keep it for your own personal use or use on those close to you. There are 3 levels of Reiki training. Reiki 1, you learn to self-heal. In Reiki 2, you learn to heal others as well as do distance healing. In Reiki 3, you become a Reiki master and you may start teaching others Reiki and pass attunements in order to allow others to practice Reiki. The actual process of Reiki healing usually consists of the healer laying hands on or just above the person receiving the healing. Whether or not the healer touches the individual is up to the individual receiving the healing and their own comfort levels. In the Essential Reiki Training Manual, Diane Stein details moving from the crown chakras down to either the root chakra or the chakras on the bottom of the feet to complete an energy flow. This helps open up any blocks there could be in the body that would be causing the person to be feeling the pain that they are in. There are also many symbols and mantras used. Symbols such as Se, He, Ki, which is used for emotional healing. Reiki can be used on almost anyone. The American Journal of Nursing has actually detailed a cancer patient who had breast cancer. She had undergone chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and a mastectomy in order to try to treat her cancer. And unfortunately, it still spread to her lungs. She turned to some alternative treatments as a complementary treatment with her cancer and found Reiki. Through using Reiki, she was able to actually use less pain medication and also continued her daily walks that she had been unable to do since she had been in so much pain. But Reiki is not just for physical pain. It can also be used for emotional pain, like depression or grief. The symbol that I had shown before was for emotional healing. However, the American Journal of Nursing also warns that Reiki is not for use on everyone. It should not be used by people suffering from psychosis or dissociative disorder, and it shouldn't be used by people with shunts or seizure disorders, as it could exacerbate these problems and actually make them worse. The Journal of Religion and Healing actually details the feelings of Western medical practitioners when it comes to using a complementary or alternative form of healing such as Reiki. And surprisingly, many approve because they feel that Reiki gives the people that are receiving it hope and lifts their spirits, which actually allows them to mentally fight their ailments better. So, to the outsider, Reiki may seem absurd. The idea of someone using their energy to actually heal themselves or someone around them, or even a pet, may seem laughable. But to someone who is in chronic pain, it may be a wonderful option that could be good for healing their bodies and their minds and their souls.